A bank is like a school principal responsible for managing your money, the way principal manages students. Now imagine, this principal secretly sends school funds to invest in risky startups run by school ex-student. If the startup fails, the school suffer. But nobody even knew this was happening. Sounds shady, right? And that's exactly the kind of risky setup the RBI wants to clean up. So the Reserve Bank of India released fresh rules called RBI Direction 2025 to regulate how banks and NBFC invest in AIFs. The new rules kicks in from 1st Jan 2026 or earlier if financial institutions wants to implement it sooner. Now here's what RBI is saying. No single bank or NBFC can invest more than 10% of the total fund size of any AIF. All banks or NBFC combined can't invest more than 20% in any single AIF. This is like saying you can attend the party but don't bring too many friends and hijack the entire event. But here's where it gets serious. Let's say a bank invests 6% in an AIF. Later, that AIF lends money to a company that also owes money to that same bank. Now there's a conflict. It's like a referee betting on a player he's refereeing. So the RBI says in such a cases, the bank has to set aside 100% of that investment as provision, basically treated as risky loss. And if bank invests through what's called subordinate units, which takes the first hit if the fund fails, then it must deduct the entire amount from its capital. This is RBI's way of saying if you are taking high risk, don't pretend your capital is untouched. Old investments made under the previous 2016 rules are safe. They have been grandfathered. But from now, every institution needs a proper internal policy before putting your money into these AIs. To sum it up, the RBI is not against investing in private markets, but it wants to make sure that your bank isn't playing risky games behind the scene with your deposit. So for more insightful content on AIF, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.